Hey y'all, today I'm going to be making one of Randy and Kaylin's favorite foods, and I like it real good too. But I'm going to be making chili, and I use a real simple recipe, and but it's really good. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I put in it, and hopefully you'll make this too and enjoy it. So here is the pot, and I've already browned the meat. And I was gonna say before I get started that I normally always cook a bag of kidney beans instead of using the canned. I cook these and then I'll put them in the chili when they're done. So I have the meat in here, and I've already drained it. I kept just a little bit of the fat because that adds flavor. And I've already cut up a green pepper, and I'm going to add about half of this to the hamburger. And I'm trying to close it before I wind up spilling it. And I'm gonna add, this was a medium onion, and I diced it up, not too small. And put that in, and I want to let that saute a little bit and get a little bit translucent, a little bit soft. And then I can go ahead and add the seasonings, but I think I'll wait. Sometimes it helps the flavors of the seasonings to get cooked a little bit before the liquids are added, but I think I'll wait on that. So there is nothing to do till this kind of sautés up a little bit. And I'll talk about this for a minute, the bay leaves. As I told you a few videos back, when I started using this envelope of them, a lady had sent them to me and said she had not seen me use bay leaves and wanted me to try them. And I used to cook with bay leaves all the time, and I have no idea why I stopped. But I love the bay leaves, and I put them in a lot. Now that she has sent me these, I think I've put them in every entree that I've made, but they're really, really good. And if you don't use bay leaves, maybe you'd want to give them a try, because they really add to the flavor of your dish and make them a lot better. So I think this is probably cooked enough. And to this, I'm going to go ahead now and add my seasonings. I'm going to add chili powder, and I cannot give you the amounts, because you might like more or less than what I'm using, or you might not be making as big a pot, or you might be making more. So all these seasonings, I can't give you a measurement for. So just put the amount that you think that you and your family would like. I'm going to put a little bit of this Cajun seasoning in. I got it at Dollar Tree. It'll give it a little heat and flavor. And I'm going to put some cilantro. A lot of people don't like cilantro. I'm not really sure why, but they don't. Now I'm going to put some of this kind of garlic, but I always like to add the dry onion and the dry garlic. It seems to give it the last little bit of flavor that it needs with the dry. So I put some garlic, and now I'm going to put some onion. And I'm going to give all this a stir. The handles on this pot get hot. This smells so good already. Okay, now I'm going to add my diced tomatoes. And my tomato sauce. And in a minute, I'll add a little bit of water to this can to get the last little bit out. I need kind of a lot of the tomatoes because I'm going to be adding the beans, and I need sauce for those to be in. So I'm going to add 2 cans of each. I might have to get my other pot, maybe not. I'm not sure if this will hold the beans or not. Maybe it will. Okay, I'm going to get a little water. And I got about half of a can. And if you like a sauce that's thinner, you know, just add more water. I'm going to add a little sugar because that breaks up the acid in the tomatoes. And this minced garlic. I don't want to put too much, but we do like garlic. I'm going to put a squirt of yellow mustard. And I'm going to put maybe 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire. I love the taste of it, but if you get too much, it kind of ruins the whole dish, I think. So I try to be careful with it. So this is the chili base or sauce. And I'm just going to let it simmer real low while I cook the beans. And I will taste it right before I add the beans. And if it needs more of something, I'll add that to it. and I will come back and show you the beans when they get done and me adding them. And then I'll let it cook a little bit more. I forgot my bay leaves. And then we'll try it. And yesterday I had a hard time getting in this. I believe I'm gonna have an easier time today. Okay, that's 4. That one is kind of broken up, so I'm gonna put that many in there. And cover them up. And so after a while, we'll be back. Okay, the chili is done, but it doesn't hurt to let it simmer really, really low for quite a while. It just helps the flavors marinate, and the longer it simmers, the better it is, I think. And then I did the beans, and I have cooked them until they are right before being soft. And I went ahead and poured the water off of them, and I'm going to put them in the chili sauce because I want that last little bit of cooking for the beans to absorb some of the broth from the sauce, if that makes sense. And it'll just give the beans a lot better flavor. And it took the beans about maybe a little over an hour to get to this stage. And I'm gonna go ahead and put hopefully all the beans in, but we'll see. And so here's the chili. And see the where it's simmering, it's very, very low. And then here are the beans where I poured them in this colander to get the water off of them. And I do believe they're all gonna fit. And so I'm just gonna continue mixing these until I get the beans down in the broth real well. Usually I make the sauce a little bit thinner, but I thought today I would just make it a fairly thick sauce. I have quite a bit of hamburger meat in it, and I just want it real good and hearty. And this, of course, I've tasted the sauce and it is really good, I think. So you can see how thick it is. And so anyway, we're gonna come back after a while and the chili will be ready and we'll give it a taste. The chili is ready and we're gonna go ahead and give it a taste. And my husband wanted his chili put on a baked potato. So that's what I'm gonna show you, is I'm gonna put some on a baked potato, and I'm just gonna taste it from his plate. And so I'm gonna show you what the chili looks like. And my son came by and smelled that I was making chili, and he took a bowl home because he really does love this chili. So I added just a little more water back before he took his with him because the beans had absorbed a lot of the water out of the chili. So here is the potato, and I put butter, salt, and pepper. And so I'm gonna so there you go with it on the potato. And I'm just gonna taste the chili part, not the potato, because just because. I love this chili. It is so full of flavor and just so good and so easy to make. And I just really love it. So I don't think it needs salt or pepper on it. If you want to put some, you know, you could. But anyway, I appreciate you watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope you'll make the chili and do something kind for yourself and someone else. It's so important to do that. And just take care, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.